Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have a lot of little bits and pieces of walk-in news when it comes to Target. We're going to be covering up three major topics throughout this one. Number one is going to be on the PlayStation 5 walk-ins. Number two is going to be on the Xbox Series X general availability, as well whenever like stocks are actually getting some stocks. We actually have reached out to a few different Target employees to kind of find some information so we can actually go and talk about this. I've been in contact for the past like 5 days or so because I've just been trying to get anything for you guys. I know a lot of you guys are trying to get any bit of information for next-gen consoles, so I'm trying my best for you guys. And as well, more so as well for the actual trading card stuff and Pokemon. So we have a lot of little walk-in news kind of current up for Target to just throw out this video. I kind of figured I'd put it all together too as well, just kind of like not make three separate videos, you know what I mean? So if any of you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed for the PS5 giveaway going on the channel, put on the notifications as well if you guys would like. We have a link tree link down below in the description if you guys want bonus entries. We actually did also just make a very interesting YouTube video on the second channel. I'll put a link for that down below if you guys want to check that out as well and sub for the bonus entries. Twitter and Twitch stream down below if you guys want to follow. Amazon links too as well for the controllers, consoles, warehouse consoles, or whatever for the Amazon themselves. And of course, the Weeble. Sign up for Weeble. Deposit $100. You guys go get free stack and free money. Coinbase, you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go and get free Bitcoin. Those are always linked down below. Let's go down the video itself. So first of all, PlayStation 5 news. As you guys know, typically after the Target does their normal restock, we do see a few PS5 walk-ins kind of floating around, and we kind of were speculating on this, and also somewhat what Target employees have stated, is that if they have leftover stock, basically like if someone goes and orders their console and they never actually pick it up, or if there's ever like a canceled order and it's just kind of sitting there and just never actually gets like replaced or whatever, sometimes in the systems themselves, they will keep the actual consoles there and be able to go and re-release them if the actual stock, if it basically like times that out. As you guys know, if you guys ever go buy stuff for like, you have like a week or so where they have a little bit of a holding period, and then typically whenever that is all done, then you have a chance to get the consoles. So I was actually talking to a few Target employees, and we actually do have a confirmation that one of my friends that actually we've been talking to a lot to at Target, this is up in the New York area, their store that originally had 9 consoles on the last restock wave, as of now, 2 of the consoles were never picked on up. They were able to go and get 1 console delivered, so basically just from like normal Target automated like systems of just occasionally getting drops, as we've kind of seen throughout the past few months or so, because sometimes we get like 1 or 2 just sporadically whenever they show on up. That was a brand new console, and they actually might be able to go and sell that in person based on what the actual Target store's manager has stated. So it's interesting stuff to go and see on that one. And then what they said for the one that was never actually picked on up, the person still hasn't picked it up at all, and they said they're going to give them maybe a few more extra days, and if they actually does not go and get picked up and bought, basically have a chance to go and void the order and then go and release it out for stock itself. And then I also asked too, once again, if that's kind of how it kind of works, and they said if they ever go and have people ask when there is leftover stock and the manager allows it, then they can actually go and sell that, ring it on up because it's already inside their internal systems, and go from there. And apparently we've talked about this before, because we're kind of like slowly trying to figure out what Target's stance on this. If it's a actual brand new shipment, when it comes, you know, like on the prepping for a drop, say they get like 15 consoles and it's gonna be a drop like throughout that next week, they are not allowed to go and sell that as of like managerial and like corporate policy. Those are meant for those specific drops and specific stuff from what employees and managers have stated. But as I mentioned, we do see on this very rare occasion, it may depend on the Target store, that if they actually do have leftover stock that was never picked on up, because sometimes I mentioned, sometimes like people buy 2 on accident, and so the system that does not like never necessarily registers what the console is actually bought at, or sometimes people like just never check their emails and they kept on getting like glitches when they were trying to buy it and they just forgot to pick it up because they never actually thought they got it. Stuff like that. We've actually been noticing that on every now and then after the Target drops, we do see a few various amounts of Targets getting this. But of course, always don't forget, I think it does depend on the store, and as well for these consoles, they're very sought after, so people usually double check their emails, double check their banks, or if they even check their bank statement like a few days later and they noticed it, they'd probably go and like run straight to the Target itself. So we have been seeing a little bit of it here. If you guys are casually going to Target, you guys want to ask, you guys can, because it does seem like Target employees are allowed to sell it. But once again, it's very unlikely. It's probably not going to happen. And as well, it's always kind of up to the employee or managerial discretion. And typically when it comes to these big restocks, they usually are already picked on up because people want them. So I'm sure you guys know that. But I didn't want to report on this because I was asking. We got a little bit more information. It's not the best information, but I just figured I want to make a video on that. As well, for part 2 on the video, Xboxes. So as I was in the same conversation with the Target employee, I was asking about the Xboxes because they actually were on the very first day when Target switched to like that online only, like, so basically no event drop, just whenever we get the stock there, you buy it online, it can pick up the console. They actually did have the very first day Xbox restock. Their store was sold out that same day, and they actually did go and receive more Xbox Series X's at Target. They had a shipment of 3. This is the same one that's up in New York, and they also had a shipment of as well 4 Xbox Series S's. Now, I'm not sure exactly what this means because, as we noted, it kind of depends on the store. Like, I think just whenever the stock shows on up, they're meant to release it throughout like a 1 or 2 day period. So letting you guys know on that. I'm still not sure. They also are not sure as well because this is like the first technical Target restock wave with the Xboxes. So if I get any good information, I'll let you guys know in a separate video or one of the morning videos. But it's intriguing that we actually are now seeing more movement. We also have been seeing a few various places with Target releasing stock throughout the past like 2 weeks or so. I've seen like a few like bots go and see stock, a few people pick up stock, and a few people just randomly checking at like 7 in the morning, and there was stock there for the Xbox Series X's. These are not walk-ins, by the way. PS5 stuff is like technically a walk-in / technically just being nice to employees. This is not a walk-in. This is just normal stock showing on up that they're meant to be for selling online. And the very last thing I want to go talk about too as well, and this may also have a tie-in too with maybe if Target starts doing walk-ins in the near future, or if they start allowing more walk-ins if they have extra stock available. But if you guys kind of missed the news maybe 2 or 3 days ago or so, Pokemon cards are now allowed to be sold once again at Target. So if you guys didn't know, there actually was a full-on like all Target ban when it comes to all trading cards, Pokemon cards, like Yu-Gi-Oh cards, like just sports cards, all that type of stuff that was banned. But Target actually has lifted that ban not too long ago. And we actually have also been seeing more people going and getting their cards, Pokemon cards from Target. They also are trying their best to go and prevent scalping. So we'll kind of see if they change up the system at all or not. And I kind of feel like this is also important to go and note because this also will affect whenever walk-ins happen for all the PS5 consoles and Xbox consoles. But basically, all these scalpers, like they say buyers, but they're all scalpers at this point. Buyers will be limited to only 2 items, but at least they are back on shelves. As I mentioned, they did go and basically take all the Pokemon cards out of stock for about like a month. It was actually kind of a long time. But yeah, some Pokemon cards, stores run that, suspended sales for Pokemon TCG and other collectible card games on May 14th, but the company is now offering customers a chance to purchase these in-demand products once again. The announcement was made today. That was just a few days ago on June 2nd. I just want to, I didn't want to make a separate video on this, but for this, I don't want to include on that for all that you guys out there that are interested in that. I feel like I've been bad at talking throughout this video, my bad. The announcement was made today, so this is on that, where basically Target stated, stores will resume selling Pokemon cards the week of June 1st, 2021. So as of this week, we actually might have a chance to go and see more walk-ins for that. I'll let you guys know if I see more updates and all this stuff, or if we have some more other Target employees walk out, or other people in the community go and see stuff. Let me know. Pokemon trading cards can be sold 7 days per week and will have a limit of 2 items per guest per day. So basically, they're trying their best to go and stop scalpers, and they're only letting people go buy 2. But it's kind of weird that it's a per day, like not a per week or whatever. But at the same time, at least they are now once again re-releasing up of the Pokemon cards. And then sales technically resumed yesterday with many buyers sharing pictures of stock shelves on their local stores. I actually did not go and see any pictures for anyone checking out the Pokemon, but like the Pokemon and PlayStation subsections, like kind of the same, but kind of not at the same time. Which is basically kind of good and nice to see because we had a lot of empty aisles and people asking about when Target's going to do this, etc. And then Target initially enacted the suspension to ensure the safety of its guests and team members, with the demand for certain Pokemon, MLB, NBA, and NFL card products continuing to rise. So basically, like a lot of people are trying to either scalp them, get Pokemon cards to resell them, to open them, to hopefully make a profit, etc. So it's very intriguing to see that. And it's also not uncommon to see collectors and resellers rushing into stores as soon as they open. And this is actually from a few days ago. And I want to show you guys this because these are literally like the Target just opens in the morning. We have a bunch of people basically just running straight, like literally running. You guys can literally see these guys running straight to the actual Pokemon and trading card section. And they're just trying their best to get anything they can. Like there's like, they're almost like, if this is insane. This is why a lot of these places are more so trying to go put everything still on online only, because if this was like a PlayStation 5 that was a confirmed drop at like Walmart or Target, I'm sure everyone would be doing the same exact thing if it was 100% confirmed. And we've actually seen this happen many times. Even if you guys saw the GPUs from Best Buy like 3 days ago or so, like every line had, it was like wrapped around the building. It was hundreds of people, like literally hundreds of people. Like New York itself had, I think, like streets shut down. Like, it's kind of insane on how people do this stuff. It's insane. So, but basically, yeah, if you guys are curious, they are now getting back into the Pokemon card selling stuff. I believe as of right now, they are still not doing, yeah, basically the announcement also only mentioned Pokemon cards and not MLB, NBA, and NFL cards too as well. So we're not sure exactly like what their plans are going to be on all this stuff when it comes to the next other stuff. I'll let you guys know if you guys are ever curious, so you guys collect it yourselves. But yeah, it's very intriguing stuff, boys. Very intriguing everything. So at least we have some good PS5 news, even though it's like not the bestest. Got at least more nice updates and policy updates. Xbox stuff, it's cool that we're seeing some kind of showing on up. If any of you guys work at Target, just want to give me some details, you guys totally can. And at least we are seeing more active movements when it comes to walk-ins from Target as well, which is always very nice to go and see. So thank you guys all so much for watching. I appreciate you guys all for existing. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on for the PS5 giveaway. And the Amazon links down below, as you always keep on mentioning, for the controllers, consoles, whatever. As well, we also do have the Twitter and Twitch stream if you guys want to follow. The second channel video if you guys want to check it on out after this one. And of course, the Weeble. Sign up for Weeble. Deposit $100. You guys go get like $25 for free. You can instantly sell it. And of course, Coinbase, if you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency, you guys go and get free Bitcoin. I appreciate you guys all so much for watching. I'll see you guys up on the next video.